So before I begin or before I continue with the things like applications of Stack, can I have Praveen unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please ask your question. I think last class you were absent and I did not uh, go through the question that you had asked. Please re-ask the question.
Ma'am, it was like, ma'am, if the precedence of the operator is same, ma'am, what should be the, what should be our approach to solve that problem, ma'am?
Okay, I think I have answered to this question in my
Yes,
previous
ma'am.
class when you were absent.
You
Okay,
just, yes, ma'am. You
if
just
I'm
ask
not
me.
wrong, if you've gone through the video, you would have addressed the things. Okay, because Yogesh also asked me the same question. You have to go through left to right. So leftmost has to be popped out before pushing the rightmost. Okay, I have explained this in the previous class.
Ma'am, I asked in the second last class and you answered in the last class. I was there, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
And also you did mention about Praveen, if I'm not wrong, I'm not audible. Ramya, I'm not audible. Am I audible? Please let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Ramya, you just check your audio settings because I'm audible to everybody else. Okay. Yeah. Um, you also had asked me one question. I think people, if you can remember, Praveen had asked me a question. Like, do I convert when I'm converting infix to postfix? Do I convert infix expression containing only alphabets, or do I require conversion of infix to postfix having numbers? Okay. See, if I'm not wrong, this was the question asked by you, Praveen, and his question can be elaborated like this. If I have a plus b, I know that ab plus is the equivalent postfix expression. Okay. But if I have 10 plus 12, 10 plus 12, how do I know that 10 is a single number? But when I'm scanning, 1 is taken independently, 0 is taken independently, plus is taken independently. Okay. Something like that. So whether the kind of program that I have written, whether that addresses this kind of example also. This was the question asked to me by Praveen. Okay. Can anybody attempt answering this? You may be wrong, you may be right. Don't bother about that. So if I give you 10 plus 12, whether the kind of program that we have written, whether that works or not works. You comment only that. Okay, Praveen has commented, you can go on scanning until you get an operator. See, it may be the case that, okay, how you can address this? See, if I, as he mentioned, if I have 10 plus 12 written, then 1 will be taken as a separate number, 0 will be taken as a separate character. In fact, it is not a number, it's a character. Then 1 and 0 have to be combined into single character or single string. Okay, so this is what is missing in the program that we have written. Of course, the program that we have addressed, it is the simplest program of conversion of infix to postfix, where we allow only the alphabets, or we will allow the numbers having single digit. Please be very clear about it. The kind of program that we have written, that works only for single digit numbers. Okay. If you want to have allowance of multiple digit numbers. Okay, this was a question asked by Praveen. Definitely the program that we have written, that doesn't work for multi-digit numbers. That's why I told him right now I'll not explain that. Then I will give you, all of you guys, okay, I will give you 1 week of time. I'll give you 1 week of time using the things that you have learned. This is your next assignment. Using the things that you have learned, can you write a C program to convert an infix expression into its equivalent postfix expression, which accepts multi-digit numbers. Okay, I'll repeat. I'll give you 1 week of time. Next Wednesday, till next Wednesday, I'll give you the time. Okay. Can you convert the program that we have written right now into a program which allows multiple digits for a single number? What if it doesn't allow multiple digits? How the storing will happen? 1 will be stored, then 0 will be stored. And when you're popping, 0 gets popped separately, 1 gets popped separately. So 0 and 1 are considered two different numbers. Okay, 0 and 1 are considered as two different numbers. This is how it is different. Yes, can you try this? Please comment quickly so that we can start with the next things. I'll give you 1 week of time, more than 1 week in fact. It's almost 10 days of time. Comment quickly. You'll try? Okay. After you have tried, we will have a discussion on that. Fine. So right now what we will assume is we have converted an infix expression into its equivalent postfix expression having alphabets or numbers of single digit. Numbers of single digit. Okay. Accordingly, we have one more very important thing that is called as how do we evaluate the postfix expression. See, whenever you give an infix expression, by default that gets converted into equivalent postfix because it becomes much convenient for the compiler to evaluate it, as it doesn't have any kind of uh, priorities of the symbols, or it doesn't have any kind of brackets, so there is no confusion at all. That's why there is straightforward conversion from infix to postfix, then the evaluation occurs. How this evaluation occurs? The evaluation, when it is taking place, even then there is a use of what is called a stack. Okay, so how do we do this? That we will have a look at it. Okay, we have a very simple. 1 minute. I'll just open one empty document for you and then I will share the screen. Please let me know whether the screen is visible or not, first of all. Then I will increase the font. Okay. Okay. Simple procedure. When I want to evaluate the given postfix expression into the result. See, if I have 1 plus 2, what will be postfix expression? Equivalent postfix expression. Quickly. What is the equivalent postfix? Correct. 1, 2 plus. So the equivalent postfix expression is 1, 2 plus. Don't read it as 12 plus. It is 1, 2 plus. 1 is independent, 2 is independent. Now tell me, out of these two, 1 and 2 and plus, out of these three available, whether 1 is considered as a digit or is it considered as a character? It is considered as a character because when you're pushing into the stack, you're pushing a character. It is not taken as a digit. And when you apply plus on a character, it does character arithmetic, which is not correct. Okay, so instead of taking 1 and 2 as characters, I have to make sure that before applying the operator on it, I have to make sure that 1 and 2 have to be converted into their equivalent digit format. That is called as ASCII conversion. Okay, it is termed as ASCII conversion. I hope the screen is visible, font size is okay for you. Please let me know quickly. Yeah. So I call this kind of conversion as ASCII conversion. Now, what is this ASCII conversion? I have two very important functions in C. One is called as A to I and another is called as I to A. Okay, when I take up in C, I have very important functions called as A to I and I to A. What are these A to I and I to A? These are inbuilt functions, guys. Okay, A indicates, yeah, anybody having any idea about it? If anybody knows, please let me know. What is A to I?
Ma'am,
If you are
in
knowing,
A2I
yeah, yeah,
it converts the, like if you only written 12 also, then initially it takes as character, but it outputs as an integer,
correct.
and same with
Yeah,
any.
correct. And I to A?
It converts it into back to character, the
Correct.
integer to character.
Correct. So when I take up any number, say 0, okay? Guys, please pay attention. 0 has, see, every printable character has ASCII value. I think I have spoken about it many times before also. When I talked about ASCII values in the character single quote writing, then only I did mention about every printable character has ASCII value. So 0 is a printable character, A is a printable character, capital A is a printable character, okay? 0 when I write, its equivalent, character equivalent is 30. What is the ASCII value of 0? Character equivalent of 0 is 30, okay? And when I write 1, character equivalent of this is 31. Similarly, so on, up to 9. 9's character equivalent is 39. Now, when I want to have 1, 2 plus, it is nothing but, audio is breaking. Please let me know, guys. If so, I will stop my video. Okay, I'll stop my video. Now my audio is clear. Please let me know. Yeah. Okay. Now when I try to have 1, 2 plus, all of you told me that 1, 2 plus, all these are characters. Because when I'm trying to convert from infix to postfix, when I try to push 1 will be pushed as character, plus will be taken as character, 2 will be taken as character. So when I take 1, 2 plus, it will be taken something like this. So each of these has equal or equivalent ASCII value. So 1 in single quotes will be replaced by 31. 2 in single quote will be replaced by 32. Plus in single quote is mapped to its ASCII value. I cannot remember all the ASCII values, guys. Okay. I do remember only the very important ones, where if I tell A, small a, it is 97. Okay. When I take capital A, it is 65. So only few things I remember, other things I don't require to remember. Fine. Now, if I want to convert this ASCII valued 1, what is ASCII valued 1? It is nothing but the character. When I want to convert this 1 into digit 1, how do I do that? Do I need to call every time A to I? Yes, of course, you can call A to I because it is merely 4 character function. When you call A to I function, this A to I on a digit, how this works? Can you quickly comment what is the ASCII value of 1, single quote 1? 31. Just now I mentioned about it. Okay. When I write 31, its 31 has to be converted into the digit. What is a digit? 1. The final answer that I need was 1. So how can I get 1 from 31? Can anybody guess? I don't want to utilize the function. Explicitly, if I want to convert a character into a digit, digital character into a digit, that is 1 in single quote, I want to convert that to 1. 1 in single quote is different from 1. 1 in single quote is nothing but character. 1 without single quote is a number. If I want to convert 1 in single quote back to 1, then how can I write? Okay, Praveen, you are trying your level best to do that. Simplest way is, what is ASCII value of 0? What is ASCII value of 0? 30. Okay, so what I will do, 1 in single quote minus 0 in single quote. It is nothing but what? 1 in single quote is nothing but 31. minus 0 in single quote is nothing but 30, which is equal to what? 1. Yes or no? I'll take one more example. If you want to convert 2 in single quote into digit 2. Guys, are you able to understand how 2 in single quote is different from simple 2? Are you able to understand that or not? Please let me know. 2 without single quotes is 2 only. 2 in single quotes is 32. Can I repeat or should I need to repeat, or you have understood this? Comment quickly. Understood. Whether 2 and 2, how they are different? They are totally different. 2 without any quotations, it is nothing but the value 2. 2 in single quote is nothing but 32. Now, how can I get the value 2 from 2 in single quotes? It's as simple as that of writing 2 in single quote minus 0 in single quote, which is equal to 32 minus 30, which is equal to 2. So every time if you want to extract the digital form of the number character, then what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to do that digit in character format minus the ASCII value of 0. You will get the digit that you want. That is what is working inside A to I. It is ASCII to integer. ASCII is nothing but the character form, to integer form. I to A, 1 in a number getting converted into 1 in single quote. 1 in single quote is 31. 1 without any quotations is 1 only. Okay, I to A does what? I to A does this. What is that? 1 plus the ASCII value of 0. What is that? Which is equal to 1 plus 30, which is equal to 31. So it is as good as writing 1 in single quote. Are you able to understand this? Yes, are you able to understand this? If you have any doubts, I will repeat it again. Okay, I'll repeat I to A. What is I to A? I to A is integer to ASCII. It means what? Integer format of a number or a digit has to be converted into character format. So it is nothing but what? 1 as a normal number has to be converted into 1 in single quote. How can I do that? By adding 0's ASCII value. 0's ASCII value is not 0 number, 0 characters ASCII value. What is ASCII value of 0 character? 30. So if you add ASCII value of a character 0 to any number, that number gets converted into character equivalent of that particular digit. If you subtract the ASCII value of character 0 from any ASCII value, any character number, then you will get the single digit number of that equivalent. I hope this is clear for you. Okay, so accordingly A to I and I to A also work. So when I take up A to I in general, it is nothing but character, single digit character minus the ASCII value of single digit 0. As simple as that. So how this will work now? When I take up 1, 2 plus, this will work like this. 1 will be taken separately minus the ASCII value of 0. Okay, then 2 will be taken separately minus the ASCII value of 0, which is equal to 31 minus 30, which is equal to 1. Similarly, over here, it is 32 minus 30, which is equal to 2. Then 1 and 2 are available for you. 1, 2, on that you apply plus. Okay. Now this 1, 2 is nothing but 1 and 2. Don't think it as 1 in character, 2 in character. Only plus is a character. So A to I gives you back the integer format of the digit with which you have called A to I. I to A will result into the character format of the number with which you have called it. I hope it is clear for you guys. Please comment quickly so that I can proceed ahead. You have understood this? Yeah. Okay. Now, so using these things into mind, what is a procedure for conversion, for having the evaluation of a given postfix expression? Okay. Just have a look at this. I have a very simple, I will just erase these things for you because I will begin from the beginning now. Now what I will do is, I will be taking a simple infix expression. You have to quickly give me what will be the equivalent postfix expression of that. Then we will go into the evaluation procedure. Okay. Let me write 1 plus 2 minus 3. What is the equivalent postfix expression? Quickly. No comments. Okay, most of you have given me 1, 2, 3 plus minus. Okay, let us do it like this. See guys, every time you cannot wait for stack to come. There is something called as manual procedure. How can you do that? Okay, see, if I have 1 plus 2 minus 3, out of these two, plus and minus, both plus and minus are of equal priority. Okay, so in that case, I will take left to right. I'll take left to right. Please pay attention guys. You can solve it later. I'll give you the quickest way of solving this. Now what I will do, I'll write 1 plus 2 minus 3. Out of plus and minus, plus minus both are of equal priority. So I'll take left to right. Which is leftmost? Plus. Plus will be taken. So these two will be taken as T1, term 1, minus 3. Then this whole thing, I'll take it as T2. Then when I'm converting into equivalent postfix, I will start from T2 and let me write the postfix equivalent of T2. T2's postfix equivalent is T1 3 minus. Then I have T1. T1's postfix equivalent is 1 2 plus and 3 minus remains as it is. I'll take one more example for the manual procedure of conversion. Let me write 1 star 2 plus 3 minus 4. Now, how can I go ahead? Among star, plus and minus, star is having highest priority. So I will take T1 plus 3 minus 4, I'll keep it as it is. Then among plus and minus remaining, in this step, plus being the leftmost, plus takes highest priority because plus and minus are having equal priority. So accordingly, out of these two, T1 plus 3 will be taken as T2, minus 4 I'll keep it as it is. Then T2 minus 4 can be written as T3. Okay. Now when I want to convert, I will start from T3. Okay. T3 when I go back, what is T3? T3 is T2 minus 4. T3 is T2 minus 4. What is the postfix equivalent of T2 minus 4? Quickly comment. What is the postfix equivalent of T2 minus 4? Correct? T2 4 minus. Okay. So T2 4 minus. I'll keep as it is. Now I'll go back to T2. What is T2? T1 plus 3. T2 is T1 plus 3. So what is a postfix equivalent of T1 plus 3? It is T1 3 plus 4 minus, I'll keep as it is. Okay. Now, what is there in T1? T1 is 1 star 2. 1 star 2's postfix equivalent 1 2 star. Then 3 plus as it is, 4 minus as it is. This is how manually I will convert infix to postfix. Without brackets. These are without brackets. I hope this is clear for you. Okay. I hope this is clear for you. Or any doubt you have? Any doubt you have? If not, I will proceed ahead. Now, when I want to have this converted expression is given as input to me. Now, okay, it is already converted. Now what I want to evaluate this expression. Sometimes it may so happen that I have been given like this, a plus b minus c star d. I have been given like this, and a, b, c, d's values are supplied later. So first thing that I will do is I will convert a plus b minus c star d into the postfix expression, then put the values of a, b, c, d, then evaluate that. Okay, when I'm doing this, guys, there are only 2 steps. Please listen to it very carefully. Then we will directly go into implementation of this. Okay, now whenever you observe an operand. What is operand? Any number. Whenever you see an operand, push that operand onto the stack. See, I will write in very simple words. If operand, push it onto the stack. Okay. If it is an operator, then pop. That first popped element will be operand 1. Then second popped element is operand 2. First popped element is operand 2. Second popped element is operand 1. Then evaluate that using the operator. How do you evaluate that? Suppose I'll take an example, then you will understand this. Evaluate the resultant expression and push the result back to the stack. So I will repeat the procedure. I'll take an example, then I'll repeat. Okay. What is 1? 1 is an operand. So what you are supposed to do? Let me take a table format of the stack. Then you will understand it very easily. Now, 1 is an operand. So what are you supposed to do? You are pushing it onto the stack. 2 is an operand. Push it onto the stack. This whole thing is a stack. Okay. Now there is a star. Whenever there is an operator, pop and save that into operand 2. 2 times you have to pop. Whenever there is an operator, pop 2 times in such a way that first time when you pop, that will be stored in operand 2. Second time when you have popped, that will be stored in operand 1. Then evaluate based on the operator. It means what? Pop this 2 and place into operand 2. Operand 2 will be 2. Then pop one more time, place that into operand 1. I'll replace this. Now my stack is empty. And evaluate using these 2, applying the operator that you are scanning. What is the operator that I've got? Star. So my result of evaluation will be 1 star 2, which is equal to 2. That again is pushed into the stack. Now 2 comes here. Then what is the next thing? Available is 3. 3 is an operand. Push it onto the stack. There is an operator plus. So what you are supposed to do? Pop from the stack 2 times. First time popped goes into operand 2. So I'll remove this. Second time popped will be going into operand 1. Now the currently available operator is plus. So operand 1 plus the operand 2. which is equal to 5. 5 gets pushed onto the stack. 5 gets pushed onto the stack. Then what? After this, there is 4. 4, you push it onto the stack. And there is an encounter of minus. Whenever operator is there, pop it, place it onto operand 2. Second time popped, place it onto operand 1. Okay, now the result will be operand 1, operator, operand 2, which is equal to 1. Push that back into the stack, 1. So the overall result of the evaluation will be onto the stack. This is how the things are carried on. If you want me to explain it again, I will take one more example and explain it. Please let me know quickly. Let me know quickly, guys. Again, okay. Thank you. Now, I'll do it like this. Let me take it a bit below. Now, let me take up, I'll delete this. Let me take up, you give me any expression. You give me any expression. Let us first convert that into postfix, then evaluate. Screen is not clear. Srinivas, I have not changed anything. Srinivas, if you want me to enhance the font, I will do that. Now clear. Okay. Thank you. Fine. Give me any expression that you want. Let us convert that into postfix, then evaluate it. Make it fast. Make sure that you are giving me an expression having single digits because we have talked about it before also. Quickly. Yes, let me just copy that. Whatever you have given. Let me just copy that. Okay. What Praveen has given me is this expression. Okay. Out of these operators that are available, which is having the highest priority? Can anybody comment quickly? Among the things that are available, which is having the highest priority? Of course, the cap. Okay. So, this whole thing, I'll take it as T1. Okay. This whole thing, I'll take it as T1. Then how the conversion goes on? 1 plus 2 star 4 division T1. Okay. Then among the left out, from left to right, which is having the highest priority? Star. Those star and division are having equal priority, but the first priority goes to star because it is the leftmost. So I'll keep it 1 plus 2 star 4 becomes T2 divided by T1. I hope I'm clear with the things that I'm doing. Then among the remaining plus and division is having higher priority. So 1 plus remains as it is. T2 by T1 will be taken as T3. Then T1 plus T3 will become T4. Okay. I'll take this side. Now, I'll take this side. I will begin from T4. What is T4? T4 is 1 plus T3. Can you write the postfix equivalent of 1 plus T3? I will write it as 1 T3 plus. I'll write it as 1 T3 plus. Okay. Now, when I take up 1 plus as it is, I'll keep 1 and plus as it is. T3 is T2 divided by T1. So can I write postfix equivalent of T2 by T1? I'll write it as T2 T1 division plus. Now T3 gets replaced with its postfix equivalent, that is T2 T1 division. Okay, 1 and plus remain as it is. I have not changed that. Then I'll keep 1 division and plus as it is. I'll take T2 first. Okay, 1 space. T2 is 2 star 4. Postfix equivalent of T2 is 2 4 star. 2 4 star. Then T1 I'll keep it as it is. Division and plus. Then I'll go to the last part of this. What is that? 1 2 4 star, T1 can be written as 2, 1, cap, division, plus. This is what is the equivalent postfix expression. This is the equivalent postfix expression of the expression that is given. Now, how do I evaluate this? How do I evaluate this? Let me take up this table a bit up. Okay. Now, when I take operand, whenever I see an operand, simply push it onto the stack. So 1 goes inside the stack. Then there is 2, which is again an operand, push it onto the stack. 4 when I take, it's also an operand, push it onto the stack. Whenever you see an operator pop 2 times in such a way that first popped goes into operand 2, second popped will go into operand 1. Okay, so I'm popping 4 and putting into operand 2. I'm popping 2 and putting it into operand 1. Now, what is the operator that I have encountered? Star. Then result is computed in the manner operand 1, operator, operand 2. Then if I apply the same thing, operand 1 is 2, operator is star, operand 2 is 4, which is equal to 8. The value that is computed 8 is pushed back into the stack. Okay. Then continue with the scanning of the expression. Next is 2. Push it back into the stack. 1 is the next thing. It's an operand, push it. Then there is cap. Whenever there is an operator, what you are supposed to do? Pop 2 times and do the computation. Okay. So I will do the popping. Pop in such a manner that first popped goes into operand 2. Second popped goes into operand 1. Okay. Then apply the operator. How? Operand 1, operator, operand 2, which is equal to 2 to the power 1, which is equal to 2. Whatever result you get, push that back into the stack. Okay. Then there is an operator again. What you are supposed to do? You are supposed to do 2 times popping in such a way that pop the first one, place it into operand 2 and second one popped goes into operand 1. So first popped is 2, goes into operand 2. Second popped is 8, goes into operand 1. Then apply the operator 8 division 2, which is equal to 4. Whatever result you get, that you pop onto the stack again. Then scan, continuing the scanning. Next I encounter plus again. It's also an operator. So continue the same thing. Top 2 elements popped. Place 4 into operand 2 and remove one more time. Place that into operand 1. Apply the operator on the 2 operands. Operand 1 symbol, that is operator, operand 2, which is equal to 1 plus 4, 5. Push that back into the stack because I have to repeat that. Now my final result will be on top of the stack. Whether this explanation is clear or still you have doubt. Any doubt at this point? Let me know. No doubt? Okay. Okay, he has a question. I was expecting this question. T2 and T1, among these two, why did I take T2 directly first? Why didn't I take T1? It just goes from the left to right. Okay, only with that intention it has been done. Nothing else other than that. Okay, can we write equivalent program for this? Okay, this is what is the next challenge for us. We will go for writing an equivalent. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 15 ನಿಮಿಷ. Okay, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we will write an equivalent code for this. Are you all ready or not? Otherwise, you have to join back because I'm left out with only 5 minutes of time. I require at least 15 minutes for writing this code. Can you leave the meeting and come back again? Yes. Okay. Join back in 2 minutes. Please don't delay. Okay. I'll stop for now and join the meeting back.